Warning, I'm on a journey to handicap home runs in Major League Baseball. I'm not claiming to be sharp, I'm not claiming to have an edge. This is for content only. I bet based on the 3 Ps, pitcher, park, and price. We probably won't win long term. This is for entertainment and education. If you like the video, like the video. Welcome back to the Green Means Go channel. It's your host, me, another awful day. And we had some comments that are reinforcing the negativity, which I'm totally fine with. Aaron, okay, this is definite exercise in futility, no fun. And Paul says all-time bad day. Guys, I know. And again, like I said before, I don't want to lose you guys anything. So, only play what you're comfortable playing and understand that we're kind of moving backwards. Now, what I plan to do later on today is go through and look at every home run that was hit this year and then back test it versus how I'm pulling in home run picks. Because this morning I saw something that was critical to my process, and I'm hoping that this thing, once I back test, proves to be true and we can start narrowing it down. I think I have this mentality of I overplay because I'm worried about, if there's that one guy I looked at and he hits a home run and we didn't have him, I'm going to be, and I'm not sure that in the long term, that's the best process. Sure, there's going to be those events, but I think what I've done is I've overextended quite a bit on a lot of different games, chasing the thought that I might hit one and it's not working too well. So I'm going to accept that. I'm going to go back and comb through the data, and we're hopefully going to keep refining our process. A somewhat small slate today, good conditions, and these are all my picks. So again, I try to not overextend. We'll start with the game in Pittsburgh, and I'm actually skipping it. Pitching matchups are pretty unfavorable for hitters. Of course, there are guys who could certainly hit a home run, but by and large, I did not like the way this was set up, so I decided to lay completely off. Game in Philadelphia. The Giants are pitching Landon Rope or Roip or Roop. I'm not good at pronunciations on names typically. ROUPP, when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. So in my head, it should be rope, but I'm sure it's not. The point is, he has faced 300 batters in the last 2 years, and he's given up 2 home runs total. Plus, the Phillies have been letting me down all year. Outside of Kyle Schwarber, they aren't going yard. If I had to pick somebody, it would have been Max Kepler, but I just decided to lay off. On the other side of the ball, against Taijuan Walker, I do think there's some opportunities. Jung-Ho Lee has been on fire, and I don't think he's priced accordingly. $630 is a great price. Lamonte Wade Jr., Mike Yastrzemski, and Patrick Bailey are my 4 plays for the Giants today in a favorable park and a favorable pitching matchup. Game in Minnesota, I didn't like a lot of the opportunities there. I only picked one, actually, Willie Castro at 11-1. Is that correct? Was that the number I got him at? I think it was. Yeah. Well, what is? Hold on. Oh no, I'm thinking of Wilyer Abreu. He'll be down here. Okay. Willie Castro 11-1 is my favorite play and my only play from that game. Game in Tampa Bay. We're going back to it again. I have overextended on the games in Tampa Bay, and it has not been profitable. But I do think today's setup is great and the pitching is fine. So we're going Brandon Lowe again at 550, Aranda at 630, Cameron Misner at 900, and Yandy Diaz I think is a really good price at plus 850 for his matchup. Other side of the ball for Boston, Jarren Duran, Rafael Devers, Tristan Casas, Wilyer Abreu, you can see is green, and Alex Bregman. So a bulk of my plays, almost 25%, maybe even closer to 33% of my plays are coming from the game in Tampa Bay. And again, this is a place where we've been before, and it hasn't always worked out. But I'm hoping, again, if we can get 3 guys from this game on this list to home run, we're probably going to be profitable on the day. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. Again, every day we're negative, we're 1 or 2 home runs from being positive. So I'm trying to keep the faith, guys, because I love doing this. And I know I talk about this way too much, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Kansas City and New York, good conditions for Yankee Stadium today. I'm going with Anthony Volpe, which I think is a crazy price on him, 10-1 for his matchup. Ben Rice at 6-1 is a good price. Other side, we're going Bobby Witt Jr., Vinny Pasquantino, and Michael Massey. Keeping it fairly light, and as you can see, a lot of yellow and red there. Not a ton of confidence, but I think these all fit the metrics that I have been calculating. Detroit, Milwaukee, I'm only playing Jackson Churio. None of the other guys lined up. Bats and pitchers, it just didn't feel good, but I like Jackson at that number, so I'll play him. Game in St. Louis, typically a park I stay away from. Alvarez at 375, I think, is a good price for his matchup, but I'm not touching anything else from that game. And then the last game that I'm going to play, I'm skipping this game, Chicago and San Diego. The last game I'm going to play, which is the Dodgers game, I have a lot of plays. I'm going to play Tovar at 870 for the Rockies, and then I think the Dodgers didn't look great last night. And again, we're going back to me overloading on a team. And it may be risky, it may be stupid, but all of these guys have a matchup advantage over the pitcher, and the park is good. So I'm going to play them. Ohtani, Freeman, Muncy, Conforto, Hernandez, and Edman and Betts. It's basically everybody in the starting lineup. I'm basically taking everybody for the Dodgers, which doesn't seem like a profitable decision long term. But again, with this matchup, with the park factors, we hit 2, we profit. Even if it's Ohtani and Muncy, which would be the 2 lowest paying guys. So that's what we're rolling with. As far as our very light sprinkle 0.05 parlays, Abreu and Jung-Ho Lee on FanDuel for 0.05 units to pay almost 40-1. Volpe and Freeman over on FanDuel to pay 76-1. And then Ben Rice and Brandon Lowe over on DraftKings to play 44-1. Now remember, DraftKings does have a no sweat home run ticket or promo. You can do any of these guys individually. It even allows for parlays. So if you want to put your, I don't know what your max is. I'm going to guess 10 to 20. I wouldn't put 20 on this, but if you're okay with stomaching a $10 risk for a high reward, Ben Rice and Brandon Lowe would be my picks there. If you want to just pick one of those guys and play them straight for your risk-free, that's totally fine too. So we are down 3 units on the year. Down in green, down in yellow, up in red. Of course, we're up in red. And then we started our parlay situations yesterday. I'm going to double check the game in San Diego just to make sure. I got sidetracked again this morning and didn't look at it. So if I have plays from that, I'll add it to this video and add it on Twitter as well. So thanks, guys, for keeping up. At the end of the day, I want to create content long term. I know that my years as a professional sports bettor are dead due to my accounts and due to books tightening lines, due to promo. Like, it's over. And I need to look down the line and understand that I'm not going to be able to make an income from sports betting as I once did. So hopefully I can provide you guys with valuable content, which can open doors for me in that avenue, because at the end of the day, that's what I love doing. And so I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you guys coming and watching these videos, even though we have done nothing but taken a dive, even though we're nosediving. We're flat out nosediving. But I appreciate your support. And hopefully, if I'm not adding money into your bank account, I'm adding entertainment to your day. And if you want to pay for the price of entertainment by tailing these, then best of luck.